Alright, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Ping Pong the Animation, episode 9. 9! We only have 3 more episodes, including this one.
Yep.
Wow. This show, guys.
I don't know if I'm ready.
Hoshino Peko has defeated Kong Wen.
Yep.
And guys,
Kong,
Kong, again,
yep,
has to stay here. And,
yeah.
Yep. So also, Tsukimoto and, Peko being the hero, enter the hero.
Yeah.
It's real.
Yeah.
It's been something that it's been like in the back of our minds, thinking about it for so long, but it's like, wait a minute, all this time,
yeah,
like this is so huge now. So guys, like in these episodes, I think it's not just going to be about, the hero saving the robot. This might be something where, as a hero, he saves everyone. Like, I mean, there's a lot of...
Okay.
Like, think about all the people that are involved in this match, that are connected to the people involved in this match, who kind of need a hero in their lives, like Kazuma. So,
okay.
Just...
All right, sure.
I'm really looking forward to huge character moments of feels and all that
totally
coming up here.
Plenty.
And don't you dare hurt Peko. Like,
no, let's not even think about that.
Yeah. Let's just get right into this episode and see what happens. Oh, young Peko and Tsukimoto. What? Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Whoa. Jeez. Oh, Kong. He saw me. Baka. He's too cool to cry. Oh, yeah, Kong. Big bro Kong. And Kazuma's in the bathroom already. Dang. Oh, man. Yeah. Jeez, buddy. Wow. Who's this?
Same art style as the ending.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, I got chills with the hand coming out. Oh. All right. Wait for it. I love that. Like, this episode is having me transfixed by all this like somber stuff, and then the opening just suddenly is like, aha!
Yeah.
Wake up! It's so manic. I love it. I love the little tucking up of his shirt and everything. Ah, yeah, that jump. Yeah!
There's that picture in the background.
All right, Kaio Academy. By the power of my eyebrows. He's in the bathroom again. Okay. Dang. All right. Yes. She's congratulating him on his taking a dump. I know she's talking about the game, but it's... Oh. The knee. She brought it up.
Thank you, Papa. Bye now.
Yes. Alright. Such a pleasing sound. Wow.
So many.
I know.
It just keeps going.
Oh, there's Kazuma.
Yeah.
Wow. 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 Tsukimoto could lose. Inside. Why they say this isn't good? Oh. Wow. Whoa. Huh. Oh crap. This is it. This is where everything turns around. The smile monster. Focuses on your weakness and exploits it. This music.
Yeah.
Wow, he said that out loud. Oh,
The
robot.
sounds, yeah.
Koizumi's not even looking. Wow. And like that, it was over.
Holy crap.
You never scored again after that. Yep. Yep.
Way to go.
Way to go. Sounded like Yoda there for a second.
Wow. That's gotta be crushing.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
But were you dreaming?
Oh.
生半可な気持ちじゃ貴さんには太刀打ちできん。じゃがわしも海王の真田やけん骨は拾ってもらうけんの。風間
Awesome!
よ向こう置いてくぞこら。
Who this? Who this?
一緒に泳いでくれやいいぜ。
Wait.
俺先行ってんよ。
What is going on?
Well, I think this might be Sakuma.
It might be, but his hair is all
Uh-huh.
grown in and stuff. So,
But those
yeah, I guess it
angled
is.
eyes.
It's Sakuma, yeah.
泣けるぜ。
Wow. Oh, Makun, Sakuma, yeah.
便所。
Oh, because he
Oh.
knows Kazuma's gonna be there.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Dang.
ご無沙汰しています。風間さん、どうお話しするの？
Wow.
元気にしていたか佐久間。
真田さん、3回戦で月本とぶつかってましたね。
ああ、真田も一流に違いないが、1ゲーム取ることすら困難だろう。それを成し遂げるための努力が必要だ。
さんに言わせればそうなんでしょう。風間さん、誰のために卓球やってます？
無論自分のため。
冗談言わないでください。
Right.
今のが本音なら俺だって何も余計なこと言ってんなと思う。すいません、忘れてください。
Wow.
行きます俺。
佐久間よ。
Wow.
恨むか私を。
どうしてますよ。あなたには
Ouch.
3連覇期待してます。
Holy crap. Sakuma is just an MVP, like in this show. Annyeonghaseyo. Her voice is amazing. Oh, he's gonna go cry? Really?
But that's the title for the episode, like...
Yeah. Wash your hands. Technically, I didn't see him, but, you know.
あなたは誰のため？無論チームのためだと。
貴さんらしか答えじゃ。
Wow. And crushed. Yep. Absolutely crushed. All right, semifinals. So we have two Kaio Academy people going up against Tsukimoto and Peko. Yep. Yep. Oh. No, his knee. Crap.
Yeah.
No, no.
I know.
あの子だって好き好んでもせんで。
No.
顎上げて打ちゃしねえよ。
Crap.
膝いかれてんな。
No.
オーバートレーニングの代償って
Yeah,
やつ。
but no. No, come on.
アウトマッチ2星野選手
Oh. Crap. And he's gonna face Kazuma.
Uh-huh.
Oh, come
Oh
on.
boy.
点数
Yeah.
月本選手
Yeah.
常
Jeez.
に冷静。全く疲れ。
Oh.
し尽くされ。
サーブ
This is
してよろし
stressful.
いでしょうか。
まさにロボットや。こいつ、地位一滴も通っとらんのちゃうか。
Oh, the whole blood thing in the beginning.
Oh.
月本選手
Wow.
泣きたなるわ。
Oh, I'm gonna go cry.
よくやった月本
Oh boy.
どうも。
おい君どうなってるこっちの対戦相手
Yeah,
アッ
crap.
プ済ませた選手の体が冷えるだろうすみません今すぐはい
平気です。
No, I'm fine.
流れる
I kind of want Peko to just say no. I'm not gonna like just call it.
お前は膝の怖さを知らんベスト4
No.
残ったからここでやめても全国大会があんだろう
Yeah.
おい危険だ危険
今行く
ちっと待っとけ坊主。
Yeah, yeah. Obaba, you.
いいか
Yeah.
ここ
Yeah, yeah.
確かにお前さんぐらいのとお前がこの世界でてっぺん目指すなら白旗あげる勇気ってのも
Yes.
覚えないとね。
Yes.
Thank you, Obaba.
たくさん見てきたおばばが膝壊して卓球やめたんも知ってるんさ
だったら
スマイルが呼んでんよ
Oh
あいつ笑わ
no.
ないんでロボットだのゴルゴだの
いやー
ドンチキなあだ名つけられて親父から買ってもらったっていうゲームばっかやってやがった気を教えてやったらえれえ笑ったんよ
Yeah, yeah.
僕もペコみたいになれるかな
Yeah, he's his hero.
Oh.
ペコみたいになりたいな
Yeah.
星見るまですっかり忘れてた笑わないからスマイルじゃなくて卓球やってる時笑ってたからスマイルって呼んだんだ
Yeah.
ピンチの時にはオイラを呼びなそうすりゃオイラがやってくる
Yeah.
あい
His
つはも
hero.
うずっと長いこと俺を待ってオイラの卓球がしょっぱくなってたから
Right, he's like, how can I have
Right.
belief in myself if you don't either?
ビビって必死に耳塞いでたさ
Yeah, yeah.
でもそろそろ行ってやんねえと
No.
みちおさんラケットくれろその前にもう一匹でけえ怪獣退治しなきゃよ
ペコスマイルのために
Oh.
ちげえよババオイラがヒーローだからしょそこんとこよろしく
I believe you, Pekka, but you are still playing a little bit for
心の中で
him.
3回唱え
Oh, enter the hero. Enter the hero. Enter the hero.
すりゃオイラがやってくる
He's dabbing.
根本性からやってくる
Replenishing Pong. Oh, they're gonna end the episode.
Yeah, of course they
Oh.
have. 2 episodes left. Okay.
And we have Koizumi's story to go on, of the whole, the whole thing was very similar to this as well.
Yeah.
But he doesn't play at least not just for Smile.
Right.
But he smiles because he plays tennis. And
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what makes him smile. He smiles because that's
Wow.
so good.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which, like, in retrospect, throws so much more onto Tsukimoto's whole development over the course of the show. Because
Yeah.
we hadn't really seen him smile, right? Because we started at the point where he wasn't. And
Right. All right. So
Wow.
we have the classic bit where the main characters will need to play each other at the end if they win, if Pekko wins. But Pekko does not have to win here.
No, he doesn't even have to play here is the thing.
No, I mean like
but,
story wise.
Yeah.
Like, oh man.
Yeah.
I mean, we knew that Pekka was the hero.
Right.
We knew he was.
But the way they did this episode, it literally gives me chills. It was so good. Like, it. Oh. Yeah.
So, okay, we went through all the matches, and Pekko's knee is acting up. It's bad. It's bad.
Robin knows about it. Everyone knows about it. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is something where, if he plays, it will mess up his knee. It will. They're just telling us. They're just telling us to get ready. This is going to be the type of show where once this next episode is over, I will be crying. I will be bawling my eyes out. I just know it. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. What greater hero is there than the one that basically does everything for their friend, but
yeah, it's the idea of, because okay, when you think about the hero isn't the one who always wins, right? That could be one aspect of it, but the real thing about the hero is the one that where they themselves are not the number one. They put others' needs before their own, right? That's the whole idea of being the hero. They're doing things for other people, right? They're fighting on behalf of others, and here, what Pekko's doing
is a lot for himself.
Yeah. But logically, the cost benefit, does not make sense here, right? It's one.
Well,
of those,
he's not thinking about that.
Right. No, I know. But that's part of what makes it so wonderful.
Yeah.
Is because and so horrible to watch at the same time because it's this idea that he probably knows what it's going to cost him, but helping smile is
I like how
it's worth putting himself.
I like how they're calling back to what he told Tsukimoto. Call me when you're in a pinch. And what did he say?
Enter the hero.
Tsukimoto's calling me.
Yeah.
He's like, I have to.
Yeah. Yep.
And you know what's crazy? Is I don't remember where it was. It was either last episode, 2 episodes, or 3 episodes ago. Tsukimoto was saying, enter the hero, enter the hero, enter the hero. Alone. No one was there. And he was actually calling for him. And now it's his time.
Yeah.
Because time to shine.
And I love how they settle this up, because it makes us think that he's trying to call something up from deep within himself.
Yeah.
Except he's not.
He's not.
Right? And
he doesn't have the capacity to be his own hero yet, like Pekka.
Right. And the thing is, like, even with say the imagery of him being in the locker, right? And he's saying, enter the hero, enter the hero, enter the hero. He's not saying, he's not shouting, hey Pekka, I'm in a locker, please get me out of here. Right? It's the idea that there's that simple trust that Pekko's that big. Pekko's from the planet Ping Pong, right? That
he can do anything.
That all he has to do is whisper it, right, from anywhere, and the hero will show up. Like,
that's really good.
And the idea of really of Tsukimoto waiting and believing in Pekka all this time and saying, when will I see the hero again, right?
This is really heavy, guys, because here's the thing. They did a really cool bit with Sakuma and Kazuma.
Yes.
Just bringing Sakuma back is awesome. And I love the Elvis hair. The Elvis hair is just, boy! But it shows that he's moved on from Kaio Academy and he's found a place. He's found a hilariously kind of semi-annoying girlfriend. It's funny. But also that he's no longer underneath, I would say, the sway of Kazuma. He's not afraid of Kazuma. He doesn't hate Kazuma. He doesn't look at Kazuma in any kind of a negative light. If anything, he's trying to come up to him and help him and say that, hey, bro, I understand. I'm cheering for you. But
he's found his own way.
Right, but do you know why you're playing?
Right.
And he's like, obviously, I play for myself, which is a lie.
And then later he says, I play for my team. Yeah.
Which is what Sanada understood when he was
Right.
You know, when his final match against Tsukimoto. So I really like how this episode was about why. This episode was all about why do you do what you do.
Yep.
And whenever you get into that kind of stuff, and it's basically saying, hey guys, you thought you knew what motivated all these characters? You really don't.
Yeah.
These characters are multidimensional. These characters have contradictions. These characters have desires that supersede others.
Right.
They have multiple things that they want. You have characters that have interactions and relationships that are layered and complex that have to be expressed in some way so that we know, exactly why, they do some of these things. And Peko being the hero, saving in some ways Tsukimoto, I think is brilliant.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to win. I don't think he's going to win.
I don't know.
And I think that in a lot of ways, Kazuma is going to realize kind of what this is and be essentially the ruthless one that Koizumi kind of talked about. Someone who, essentially like what Koizumi did.
Yeah.
Did that. And then Tsukimoto comes in and he'll have to decide whether or not, he's willing to play for himself. Because in a lot of ways, I don't think Tsukimoto still has even found really why he's doing this.
Right.
Even with saying that he wants to be like Peko, that's something, right? But I think what he really wants to be is his own hero.
Right. It's that he because if Peko is his hero and he wants to be like Peko, then he wants to be the hero from the planet Ping Pong.
Yep.
Because he loves this so much and it means so much to him, and this one of the things that Ping Pong just it blows me away with that it does this is how it takes characters that you never expected to be characters and turns them into characters. Like with Sakuma, he's a prime example, right? You think he's just sort of the one-off opponent, and then he turns out to be so much more. But then even with Mr. Long-haired traveling guy, right?
Yeah.
I don't even know his name. I don't think they've said his name since.
Oh, they said his name at the beginning.
At the beginning, right?
Yeah.
With his match, but I don't think they've said it since then.
Yeah.
And yet they're telling this story about him and all the stuff that he's going through and like that bit where the the people filming him and all that stuff and then after they go away he's like, that's not going to make it into the final cut. Like, not just the fact that he knows that, but that he focuses on that, that he tells that to himself. It's like, oh man. And when he was describing, like, traveling around the world and everything, looking for the place where he belonged.
Yep.
And then there was the bit with Kazuma, and we didn't realize it at the beginning, but Kazuma with his dad.
Yeah.
And it looked there for a second like his dad was thinking of, like, jumping.
I have no idea. I have no idea what exactly happened, but I don't think his dad was okay after that.
Yeah.
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 The whole talking about birds and flying also was a little bit.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of those things where I think that's what they were insinuating, but and there's 2 episodes left, and so we still haven't, like, we haven't seen Kazuma's final match, right? Yeah, we haven't finished we're not finished with him yet, even if he does lose against Peko.
Right.
So we could still see, the aftermath of that. And if that kind of thing doesn't drive someone to sit in a bathroom stall before every match and absolutely, completely obsessively dedicate their life to something, well, I don't know what will. Like, of course it would, which then makes like everything with Yuri and stuff so much worse, because it's the idea that that's something that she doesn't understand about him, right? And it's caused all sorts of problems for Kazuma, but he's not able to properly deal with it because, maybe he's still living terrified of the past. He's still wanting to have the enter the hero, except the one person who was his hero
is gone.
He saw them fall either figuratively or literally.
Or literally, yeah.
So, Yeah.
Obaba just being MVP also again as well.
Obaba's best girl.
I love Obaba. Yeah. Obaba is amazing. The guy who's constantly yelling instructions to Peko and everything, he's being fantastic as well.
Yeah.
I think his name's like Sachio or something, but I don't remember exactly. But when we had that little moment in the beginning of the episode with them at the kind of the cliffside, and it's windy, and then there's blood, and he cut himself. Was that kind of a connection to Peko's hurt knee? Was that something about how Peko just kind of helped him in a moment of when he was kind of a little bit nervous or scared?
Or was it that like Suki had actually been bullied and that's how he got scraped up and he didn't want to tell Peko that,
Possibly. What do you interpret from that?
I don't know. I like to interpret it as the bullying thing because they went a lot more into this episode of like actually putting it into words and talking about it.
Sure.
They had shown it earlier with the locker and stuff.
Gotcha.
And that painted a very clear picture. There's not too many different ways that could be interpreted, like that there were, but it still very strongly suggests bullying. But that whole part with Suki on the stairs and Peko outside and Obaba talking to him and him saying why he has to do this and it's good stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of matches this episode, so there's not really as much kind of meaty stuff to go into other than basically everything to do with Peko and Tsukimoto.
Right.
The stuff with Sakuma I thought was really good.
Yeah.
But I really think the big thing here is that we understand where Tsukimoto is coming from. We understand that he was a kid who was bullied a lot and ended up being kind of a loner and played, kind of video games by himself, and he didn't really smile that much.
Right.
But when Peko reached out to him and kind of decided to be his friend or what have you, he ended up finding out that, Tsukimoto enjoyed playing ping pong with him.
Yeah.
He enjoyed this aspect of connection. He wanted to also be like Peko. Now, here's the thing that I find to be kind of interesting here. Is that we have this whole dynamic with Peko kind of wanting to be the best and wanting to be, the greatest and such. Now, here's the thing. Peko taught Tsukimoto. Like, he actually taught him how to play at a young age. Here's the thing that's scary, though, is that Tsukimoto is the robot.
Yep.
The one with perfect like moves. He doesn't make any mistakes.
Yep.
He takes people's weaknesses and systematically destroys them for it. Did Peko teach him that?
Well,
now this is a rhetorical question. I'm sorry. Is it's yes or no? Do you think Peko actually just taught him that? Indirectly, yes, I agree, exactly. What I think actually happened was that Peko taught him the sport. Tsukimoto then realized Peko is so much better than me. Now, remember back way back when Tsukimoto seemed to play it worse.
Right, to let Peko win.
Let Peko win. One of the things that had always been a question, I think, was why are Tsukimoto and Peko friends? We now know why that is. But one of the things that was always curious was, okay, he intentionally lets Peko win, and that's probably because, Peko's not nearly as good as Tsukimoto is now, and he doesn't want to lose the friendship over something as silly as that. Now, I think that is correct. That is correct deduction. But the thing that's interesting is that Tsukimoto at some point surpassed Peko. And here's the thing.
And they showed it in the picture, where he had the big trophy. I think that's what what the picture insinuated, because his trophy looked a lot bigger.
Possibly. So. Now the thing I'm getting at here is that he still wants to be like Peko, but he's better than Peko. So it has nothing to do with ping pong.
Well, yeah, exactly, and that's one of the things that I think is so amazing about this is by setting it up in this way, they're basically making it so that, okay, here's the thing, his smile, I don't think it had anything to do with ping pong.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
It was because he had made a friend, right?
Yes,
He had found someone that was not just because there's the hero, right?
Yep,
There's the idea
yep.
of the hero, but then there's also the idea of the friend.
Right.
And just having a hero is not enough. You need to have a friend. It's not just about saving the person themselves. You need to save their heart.
Yep.
Right.
Exactly.
And
that's why I'm getting at this.
Right. And the whole idea, because here's the thing, Tsukimoto, right? There's a lot of talk of talent in this show, talent and hard work. True. Now. There's also this idea of you can perceive something as talent when it's actually something where the person is rather just compulsively forcing themselves into something. And because of that, it's all that occupies their mind, their energy, their everything, and it becomes their whole world to them, and they get very good very fast.
Sure.
Right?
Yep.
And that's what it seemed, that's what it was for Kazuma. And that's what it seems to be for Tsukimoto. Why is it that Tsukimoto is some genius? Is it just because of story convenience? You know, they need to have, they want to have them set up as rivals or whatever and have this super awesome match for the fate of, you know, the tournament, right?
Right.
I don't think so.
No.
I think that Tsukimoto got this good because ping pong became this magical thing. Right, because Peko taught it to him. It was a game that
they got to play at Obaba's
little
hall thing all the time, as much as they could.
Right.
Yep.
And it was his source of joy in the world when we've heard Tsukimoto say before that he's just passing time until he dies.
Yeah.
Right. That's not a very healthy place. No. So Peko absolutely was his hero, right? And that turned ping pong into something way more than just a game. Way more. Right? So he ends up like he's constantly thinking about it. He has so much fun. Like that image, that shot of him smiling, that is a smile.
Oh yeah.
That is a smile.
That's
like that is a smile of bliss, of there is nothing better on this earth, and I am so happy where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
With Peko standing right next to him.
Yeah, that's the thing I was trying to get at, was that Peko as a character means so much more in his relationship to Tsukimoto than what and who Tsukimoto, than what or who Peko is as a ping pong player.
Right.
And I think that that's something that Peko understands. And I think that's what's huge here, is that when he says he hears Tsukimoto calling to him, that they haven't played each other in a long time.
No.
Now, this is why, okay, this is going to get me in the field here, but this is why in some ways I actually really want Kazuma to lose. Because if they play each other, the flashbacks, the contextual emotional feels, like all that stuff is going to be so big here. And in a lot of ways, you realize, like, where this all started off with, Tsukimoto playing underneath his capabilities because he cares about the feelings of others.
Right.
And he's in the cold-hearted robot mode now. What is needed in order to make that change? He needs to have the hero. Enter the hero. Enter the hero. Enter the hero. And if that happens, and in a lot of ways, he could let Peko win. Now, I think this is kind of cheesy, but I see something really special here in that Peko, I think I kind of want to retcon what I said. He sort of understands that it's the friendship that matters the most to Tsukimoto. But I think it's more so that he doesn't fully understand that it's all that's what ping pong means to him. That's his connection with Peko, Tsukimoto's connection to Peko. So it's something that in also in this final match, it'll click for him. He'll be like, oh, the reason why we smiled was not because you enjoy playing ping pong with me, but because you just like being with me.
Right. And the thing is that, like,
so good.
I have this image in my head of Peko beats Sakuma, but it's a it's a bittersweet victory. Like, he is not in a good way, right?
Yeah.
And Tsukimoto could absolutely destroy him. Of course he could, right?
Oh, yeah.
But instead, they just start playing.
Yeah.
They just start playing.
Yeah.
Not fighting, playing.
Yeah.
And
like Koizumi said,
mm-hmm.
like, could you do that to a friend? Like, could you basically, like, beat them when they're down like that?
Uh-huh. Especially since it's something where, they could have it be where Peko will be okay if he stops now, if he doesn't keep pushing himself, right?
Yeah.
But if not, then,
it doesn't matter if he goes to nationals because he won't be physically capable of even walking.
Yeah. And I just have this image of the two of them playing, and Tsukimoto starts smiling.
Yeah.
And it looks different, of course, because he's grown up, he's a different person, by now and all that. But it's one of the most radiant, amazing things ever, and everyone that's watching is absolutely just dumbstruck by it.
Yeah.
Because here's the robot, and he's smiling, and he's not even playing hard, right?
Yeah.
He's playing a casual game with his buddy, but he's smiling, and he looks like the happiest person in the world, even though he's letting his friend win.
Yeah.
And
yeah. I wanted to basically say that one final bit is just for Kong. Kong basically realizing that his place is to help his little chicks fly.
Yeah.
And I had this picture of Mother Hen Kong Wen just being like, yeah, my chicks need me. And they're just like, crap, he saw me.
Yeah. And he's not bothered by the fact that the one was watching. It's just like, yeah, of course, that's what, that's what they do. That's who they are. That's where they're at right now.
Right. And that's just so wholesome because as the guy who said, like, I'm going to win, I'm going to get out of this stupid country, and
all you people are beneath me, and
and he's changed so much.
Yeah, I know.
You learn so much from losing.
Yeah,
it's just
And speaking of which, I forget the guy's name, but the Kaio Academy's second,
Sanada.
Yes, that's right. That was I love the way he went into the third round.
Yes.
Of
well said.
You better gather my ashes, or something like that.
And not just going into the third round, but how he closed out the third round with realizing why Kazuma, plays the way he does, and why he's also kind of ignoring Yuri. And it's something that is really interesting, because I think that this is something that they were bringing up as a conflict point, that Kazuma is against the team of Kaio Academy. Like, he's just not conducive. He's condescending to them. He trash talks them on TV. He's in his own glory world, He's not thinking about us. But then it's like, wait, actually, no. He is disappointed in the team often because, they're not putting in as much effort as he is. But the reason why he puts in as much effort as he does is because he wants the team to win. He plays for them, and that's something that I think is not necessarily like the right thing that he should be doing. He is still seriously messing up, in my opinion. But
right. It's one of those things where people like Sakuma and people like Kong, it's like they
get it.
Yeah, it's like they got that little lesson from Iroh, I think you're very wise to choose, love over,
winning at ping pong is overrated.
Yes, exactly. It's not everything. There's things much more important.
And you learn more from your losses, from your defeats than you do from winning. Maybe in some ways Kazuma's loss will be Yuri. And that's where he'll learn. And it's going to be sad. Or maybe he will lose against Peko, and that will be his point of learning.
Right, because here's the thing. The fact that Kazuma is able to go this far and do this, that's awesome.
Totally.
But the reasons, even if you make a right decision for the wrong reasons can be a wrong decision. So it's the idea that he can go back to that point where his dad was at, where his entire world has collapsed and shattered, except he can make the right decision, right? the same blood flows in my veins, the same weakness, right? But you will face the same evil and you will defeat it. And that yeah. I'm really excited to see what happens with all these characters. Yeah. What they've done so far has been amazing, and the 2 episodes left that we have.
2 episodes left.
I'm sure will be suitably amazing.
Yeah. If you want to watch the next episode's reaction right now, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there. You can watch full-length reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access where you can chat with us about stories or whatever. And if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.